everybody, it's Kim Miles coming to you live, not really live, from my closet for episode number 4 of News from My Shoes. Yes! We ready? We ready? We love our theme song. We love it. Thank you for helping me pick my theme song. I love it so much. I love it so much. Hey, everybody. That's enough of that. You know I love my theme song. You helped me pick it. Hey, everybody. How are you? Again, Kim Miles from Miles and Heels Productions. Live, not really live, from my closet for episode number 4 of News from My Shoes. Okay, look. Today is not just any Sunday fun day with me. It is Super Bowl Sunday. Let's talk about it. Okay. You might be thinking, why, Kim? Why do you want to talk about Super Bowl Sunday? Well, for those of you who know me, and now for those of you who don't, you're going to learn why. Today in New England, that's right, I'm in Boston, folks. Today in New England, it's a bittersweet day. It is a bittersweet day. Can I get an amen? Because this is the first time in a long time where the New England Patriots are not only in the postseason, but we are not at the Super Bowl. Okay, look, I understand. This is a heavy topic. This is a charged topic. I get it. I understand that a great deal of the country is not a fan. Not a fan of New England, not a fan of Boston, Titletown. I understand all of this. I get it, but I'm going to lay it out for you, okay? I'm going to keep it real. You know me. I'm as real as it comes. We're going to keep it real today. Here's the deal. If you are from Boston, I am from Boston. I am born, I am bred, I am a true 100% full-blooded New Englander, okay? If you grew up here and you had the kind of heartache that we grew up with as Boston sports teams, then you understand that we deserve all this. We deserve all the titles, all the years when we had 4 championships. We deserved Tom Brady. We deserved the Belichick dynasty. We deserved the entire Patriots craft legacy. We deserved it because we went through so much misery as sports fans. Now look, New York, y'all have your stories. LA, y'all have your history. I'm not begrudging anybody anything. I'm just saying this. I don't care what you really think of Boston sports. We know most of the country hates us. We know that we are title town, and this is a painful year. We had nothing. We had nothing this year. We had no sports this year, okay? Meaning we had no titles. We didn't even have a glimmer of a title, and that's okay. It's a regrowth year. We shall all rebuild. But what I really want to talk about today is my boy, my TB12. Oh, Tom. Look, this is the only analogy that I can come up with today, okay? People keep saying to me, they're like, Kim, who are you rooting for today in the Super Bowl? Now, first of all, it's going to be an amazing game. No matter any way you slice it. Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, the future of football, 22 years old maybe, the future of football, period, end of story. Against, undeniably, statistically, emotionally, irrevocably, the GOAT, the greatest of all time, Tom Brady. Now look, here's the deal. Felicia Patinkin, don't you come at me right now. I don't want to hear it from you. Here's the deal. I don't care if you don't like Boston. I don't care if you don't like TB12. I don't care if you don't like the Patriots and Bill Belichick. I don't care. You have to admit that Tom Brady is the greatest of all time. Period. End of story. He's broken every record. He's 43. He's still playing. He's going to his 10th Super Bowl for his 7th ring. Unparalleled, unprecedented, unheard of. So when people say to me, who are you rooting for today? I don't know. I don't know. People, let me lay it out for you, okay? Patrick Mahomes, the future of football. I love football. My whole family, we are a football family. I love football. It's a part of who we are, what we do, the whole night. I miss my Super Bowl party people today. I miss Linda and Abby and Dan and Lex and Rick and Colby and Beth and the kids. I miss us all having all the crazy times that we have in the basement. I miss it. I miss it all. I'm going to watch today with my pigs in a blanket. My pigs in a blanket and the snow coming down in New England. But here's the deal. Tom Brady leaving New England is a little bit like the following. Tom Brady was your boyfriend that you had a really great relationship with. And it was a long relationship. But maybe, I don't know, maybe something dawned on you that the timing wasn't right? You got nothing but love for Tom, nothing but love for the history and the relationship. But maybe you were in different places in your life and you broke up, and maybe maybe one side was more bitter than the other in the breakup, right? So here's the thing. You don't wish your ex-boyfriend ill or harm. You don't wish him to be unhappy or miserable. But do you really want his next girlfriend to be smoking hot? Come on. Do you really want the next person that he dates for an extended period of time? You just came out of a long distance relationship with me, Tom. And now you're going to go to somebody who's shinier, who's newer, who's younger, with maybe a tighter little tush. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't need her to be like smoking hot. To add insult to injury, my boy Gronk comes out of retirement. Y'all know how I love me Gronk. I love me some Gronk. My Gronk dance, you know it if you know it, right? He goes. And then they're playing the Super Bowl in their hometown of Tampa Bay. You want to know what that's like? That's like if Tom's new girlfriend was not only smoking hot, right? But then you also learn that they're having mind-blowing sex. I can't, I don't know. It's a lot to swallow today. I'm having a lot of mixed emotions. I really am. And for all my football fans, weigh in on me, okay? Listen, no haters, please. I don't care if you love him or you hate him. It's just the thing is like you can't deny he's the greatest of all time. And if you are a football enthusiast like I am, or an aficionado like we all are in here in New England, if you know football and you love football, there is no other way to say it. So I'm torn. I'm a little sad, I keep thinking, it's sort of like, I sort of keep going to sort of like the box. Do you know what the box is? Oh, you know what the box is. The box is like when you have an ex-boyfriend. I even have my Dunkin' today. True New Englanders, we've got our Dunkin' today. It's a rough day. It's snowing. The box. The box is that box of stuff that you have from your ex-boyfriends that you keep it around. You keep it around because, it's nostalgic. And every once in a while, you take a little peek. You take a little peek at what's in the box, right? Today's a little bit like, I'm going to go peek in the box. I'm going to go remember the good times me and Tom had in New England. All the Super Bowl parties, right? All the championship games that we played to get there. I'm waxing nostalgic. This is a rough day for me, people. I had to put on a full face. For you today. I wore red today to cheer myself up because I realized in like all of the other videos, I think I was wearing black. It was time to like get a little color in here. Speaking of color, excuse the hair situation by one day. I'm missing my cut and my color by one day. That happens tomorrow, which is Monday. It's a thing, people. I've never had this much hair. Well, that's not true. If you saw me in college, for those of you who are friends with me in college, Annie Baker hit me up. There's some serious pictures of me with hair like down to here. It's true. It's true. But here's the thing. I need you to know that it's going to be a great game. I'm torn. I don't know what to think. I miss you, Tom. I miss you, Gronk. And, I know we had a good relationship, and I think of it fondly. And I will put it back in the box. And, maybe in a year I'll bring the box back out, and I'll read a couple of letters or two. I'll have a little cry. I'll have a little pang in the heart. Good luck to all of them today. I'll make up my mind probably just before the game. But enough about that. Here's the deal. See, today's a snowy day in New England, right? And everybody again, I'm a true New Englander. I was born and bred here. I'm a true New Englander. I lived in Manhattan for 10 years. I lived in almost 10 years. I lived in Manhattan for 10. I went to Syracuse University. Shout out to Syracuse, all my Syracuse peeps. I went to Syracuse the week of graduation. I drove to Hoboken, New Jersey. And I lived in Hoboken for a couple of years. And then I moved into Manhattan. So I was there, give or take, between New Jersey and New York for about 10 years. I had the best time. A lot of you know that I was there. And a lot of people, it's interesting, a lot of people say to me, they think that I'm from New York, which I think is curious. I mean, I don't think I sound like I'm from New York. I don't think I particularly sound like I'm from Boston either. But a lot of people think that I'm from New York, which I think that's great. I mean, I don't think it's an insult. I think it's fabulous. I mean, who doesn't want to look and feel and sound like they're from New York? But no, I'm a real New Englander at heart. As a matter of fact, I used to date a boy a long time ago. Still a very good friend of mine. I adore him. I used to date a boy, and he was from New York. And he used to say to me that he would never leave New York. And I was like, girl, no, I got to get me back to Boston. And I'm back in Boston, and I married somebody else. But that's neither here nor there. The point is this. I'm from Boston. I'm a true blue New Englander. It is snowing here today for like the sixth time in, I don't know, like 6 days. We've had a lot of snow. I'm not going to lie. We've had a lot of snow. But the thing about New York is, you know, I left New York right at around 9/11. I actually have a funny story about a 9/11. I know, doesn't that sound odd? That sounds like that's a complete disconnect and a little bit of a, how could you possibly, Kim, have like a funny story about 9/11? But I do. And you know what? I'm going to share it with you today. I didn't think I was going to go here, but I am going to go here. See, you never know what kind of surprises you're going to get on News from My Shoes. I didn't know we were going to go down this path. I did not know we were going to tuck in for this, but we're going to go there. I brought it up, so here I go. Okay, look, this is not to dismiss or make light of anything regarding 9/11. I myself have my own scars and PTSD from 9/11, but that's not where we're going for this. I'm going for the really, what is, I consider a hilarious story that came out of 9/11, if there could be, because this show is about positivity and light. If you've not understood why I do the show in my closet, go back to episode 1 and you'll understand that the whole point of this was to make people smile and laugh. My hashtag is one smile equals success. This weekend I was shopping at a little deli store near my house, and somebody came up to me and she said, I watch your News from Your Shoes and it just makes me smile. I said, that's all it's supposed to do. This is not a lofty project. So I'm going to tell you my story. All right, here we go. If for all of you who remember, on September 10th, right before 9/11, it was an awful, disgusting, rainy, disgusting day. I haven't told this story in a while, so this is kind of funny. And I'm telling it to a camera, which is even funnier. Okay, again, I'm not making light of anything regarding 9/11. I'm just telling you my experience. And I have a lot of other experiences regarding 9/11, but this is the one I'm choosing to share because I'm all about making people smile today. Okay, September 10th was an awful day. Rainy, disgusting, totally stormy. And I had a business trip on September 10th. I was in Philly, and I came back from Philly on the train and decided to surprise my then boyfriend, now husband, who lived in New Jersey, by going to his house, surprising him and sleeping over his house. But on September 11th, I had a doctor's appointment that I had waited forever to get. And so there was no way that I was going to miss this doctor's appointment. Okay, I just wasn't. So for those of you who might know, I worked in Manhattan. My subway stop was the World Trade Center. So every day I would get off at the World Trade Center and I would walk over to my office. And so by the grace of God, I was headed to my doctor's appointment on September 11th. So here I am. I'm in New Jersey. I am in a business suit with dress shoes, right? I have dress shoes on for my business suit. And I wake up on September 11th, I get in the car, and I'm driving up the New Jersey Turnpike. However, I don't want to put my suit back on because on September 11th, it was, if you recall, a gorgeous, or it was in New York at least, a crystal clear bluebird sky day with not a cloud in the sky. The sun was shining, and it was warm, and it was delicious, and it was a beautiful Indian summer kind of a day in September. It was fabulous, okay? So I don't want to put my suit back on. So what did I do? I borrowed my boyfriend's clothes. Now, let's just take a second here. For those of you who know my husband, who was my boyfriend at the time, who I married, shout out to my honey Todd. My honey Todd, he's a big guy. He's a big, beefy, kind of a bear hug kind of a guy with shoulders out to here. And he's just this super strong guy. He used to play football, so he's sort of like this beefy football type, and he gives the best hugs in the entire world. So his clothes are like 3 to 4 sizes too big on me, but I didn't want to put my suit back on, so I grabbed one of his shirts. I grabbed, I think, a pair of like sweatpants or shorts or something. I mean, I looked buffoonish. I looked ridiculous. I looked like a clown. I mean, I was wearing and I was wearing my dress shoes. I was wearing my dress shoes because it's all I had. I certainly wasn't going to fit in his shoes, and I had to drive the car. So I'm wearing like this huge oversized outfit, and all I have to do is I got to get to my apartment, which is on the Upper West Side. So I'm getting in the car. Long story short, because I'm not going to go into these details, the bottom line is I'm driving up the New Jersey Turnpike to get over the George Washington Bridge to get to my apartment in Manhattan. I saw the second plane hit from the New Jersey Turnpike. I actually had pulled over because clearly it was a very frightening experience and what was coming over the news, but we're not going to go there. The bottom line is this. I wasn't thinking rationally. I don't think anybody was thinking rationally. First of all, I was supposed to go to work that day. My subway station was the World Trade Center, okay? So I'm now just trying to get to my doctor's appointment, and no clue why I'm not thinking clearly. Well, the world is ending, so you don't think that you are thinking clearly. I just keep driving north. I just keep driving north, and of course now the traffic is getting crazy. And for those of you who are familiar with the New Jersey Turnpike, to get into Manhattan, you go over one of the ways you get into Manhattan, if you want to go to the Upper West Side, is you're going to go and you're going to cross the George Washington Bridge. And there's a huge sign at the cross section of the George Washington Bridge and the New Jersey Turnpike, which says, it's like, it might as well say like, all ye who enter here, like beware. Like it's very Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter. I don't even know if those were a thing back then. And it says, last exit in New Jersey, Fort Lee, New Jersey. And my car, this is a hand to God, my car, because of traffic, stopped at exactly that crossroads. That fork, that's where my car was stopped. And I basically had to decide, was I going to go into Manhattan and who the hell knows what was going to happen? Or was I going to turn around and go back to New Jersey? You have to realize phones weren't working, right? Phones were not working. Here's the bottom line. And this is where the funny part comes in. I'm wearing men's clothing that are 3 sizes too big for me. Dress shoes. It's a gorgeous day. It's actually hot out. There's no air conditioning in my car. I'm sweating profusely and, wait for it, to add insult to injury. I'm sorry if I'm going to offend anybody out there, but I'm just keeping it real because this is who I am. You don't get multiple personalities here. This is who I got my period. Yep. I got my period. The world is ending. I'm wearing men's clothing that are 3 sizes too big with dress shoes. And I'm sweating like a pig. And all I can think about is I've got to get to this doctor's appointment. What do? I get off at Fort Lee. I turn around and I come back. And I literally had a thought to myself. I said, this is how my obit is going to read. Here lies Kim, at the time, Lovins, not Miles. Here lies Kim Lovins. She died on the George Washington Bridge, cross-dressed, sweating, menstruating, in men's clothing with female dress shoes. Like that's how my obit was reading in my head. Like seriously, I finally made it back. It all ensues from there. Needless to say, I left Manhattan. I came back to Boston. I've been here for almost, 20 years now. I've been here for pretty much 20 years. This is my home. And that's how it ties into Tom Brady. So good luck to TB. Good luck to Patrick Mahomes. I love you both. TB, call me. Have y'all seen the T-Mobile ad that isn't going to air during the Super Bowl? Go Google the T-Mobile ad for Tom Brady and Gronk. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. Again, I don't care how you feel about Tom Brady. Felicia Patinkin, don't you be coming after me in this video. Okay, listen. What did I watch this week? Okay, here's the deal. I am binging Firefly Lane. Who's with me? Who's watching Firefly Lane? Anyone? It's good. It's good. I'm halfway there. And we watched the movie The Dig, which is based on a true story. I highly recommend. I always like to know what you guys are watching. Okay, big news for me this week. There were 2 huge things that happened to me. One I can tell you about, one that I can't. One is still under wraps because it has to do with a client of mine that I just secured a contract with. Big news on that coming. I'll give you a hint. 80s hair, hilarious icon. That's it. That's all you get for that. That story comes later. Here's the second story. Okay. You may know this about me if you follow me. But last year, right before the world stopped due to the pandemic, okay, I was selected to do a TED Talk. I'm very proud of that. I feel very blessed. It was quite a application process. I threw my hat into the ring thinking that there's no way in hell that they're going to select me, and they did. And my TED Talk was supposed to happen last April in 2020. Well, as you can well imagine, it was postponed. And my TEDx talk is happening through Babson. Shout out to Babson, my second home. If you know a little bit about my history in Babson, I volunteer for the Babson Win Lab, which is a female business incubator accelerator program. And I've been volunteering my time there for the past 7 years. It's some of the best, most fun, and most gratifying work that I do. I'm a mentor for their team. And I help mentor all sorts of female entrepreneurs. So I'm giving a TEDx talk at Babson, and it was postponed. And they basically just said, if you're still interested in doing it, we'll hit you up, when the time is right. Well, this week, in between Firefly episodes, I get an email that says, hey, your TED Talk is back on. And it's happening sometime in March. And I'm thinking, Okay. All right. Okay. I can do this. March is, 3 weeks away. No big thing. So from me to you, for the next several weeks, I probably will be hunkering down. You may not see me for a little while on an episode of News for My Shoes because I will be preparing my TED Talk. I will let you know when it airs. I'm very excited about it. I can't share the topic with you just yet because got to do a few fine-tuning things. But the bigger question is, what shoes will I wear? Yes, of course I care about the talk, but really, don't we all care about what shoes I'm going to wear? Come on now, girl. We have a lot of decisions to make, so you have to help me make these decisions. There is a pair that is a front runner for me. I believe that they were the first pair on News for My Shoes that I showcased. They were the pink and tomato red signature Sarah Jessica Parker shoes. Those are really a front runner. But today, show me your shoes, Kim. We're at the point of the show of show me your shoes. I got two to show you because I think this is a funny story. Okay, one of them is another SJP pair. For those of you who follow me, you know about my love for SJP and the fact that I bought and treated myself to two pairs. One of these is an SJP and the other is not. So I would like to play a little game. I'd like for you to weigh in and tell me which ones you think are the SJPs and which ones are not. Because I bought the SJPs having forgotten that I already owned the other ones. All right. So here we go. In no particular order. All right. In no particular order. Pow! Bow! Can you see these? Can you see the shimmer? Can you see it? Can you see the pattern? This is what I like to call a little cheetah, maybe. We liking this? We digging? We dig? We do dig, yeah? Do we do dig? Yeah? Okay. All right. So here's pair number one. And here's pair number two. Bow! Gold lamaze zebra? Yes, please. Come on now. Can you see it? Can you dig it? Can you see it? All right. One of these is an SJP. And one of these I already owned. And I'm not going to tell you which one is which. I'm going to have you weigh in. I'm going to have you weigh in. Number one. Is this one? This is number one. Number two. Gold lamaze zebra. You tell me. Now, I'm not saying that these are the ones I'm going to wear for my TED Talk. I don't know what I'm going to wear for my TED Talk. I have no idea. Now, of course, I'm totally stressing about what I'm going to wear because this stuff's going to live on the internet forever. Oh, my God. Serenity now. We've got a lot to think about, but mostly it's about the content, and I appreciate that. I'm making fun of myself. I am. I'm making fun of myself. Weigh in. Let me know which ones you think are the SJPs, number one or number two. I want to hear from you in terms of what you're thinking about the Super Bowl today. This is a short one here today, folks, because I got to go get the pigs in the blanket ready. I put on a full face for you. I couldn't hide all my grays. There's a lot of hair here. Oh my God. It's like, it's very hot underneath this. If this was a wig, I would take it off, but it is not. It is my hair, and I am blessed. I realize that. So that's the deal, folks. This is News for My Shoes, episode number 4. Loving you, missing you, doing this for me as much as I'm doing it for you. It brings a smile to my face. It gives me an opportunity to shower, which I need these days. And I'm just here to bring one smile equals success. You know the drill. I'm here for love and light and laughter. Bring a little love to your day. News for My Shoes, Kim Miles, live, not really live, from my closet. Check me out at milesandheels.com. Always, always remember, life is short. Wear cute shoes. Mwah! Bye.